Hi, my name is Michael Chiverio. Can you hear me? Yes. Okay. I'm here representing the League of Women Voters, and the League was under the impression there was going to be a hearing regarding Terry's amendment to the comp plan tonight, and they asked me to come and speak. I'll go ahead and read the League's position, even so, and you'll have it in your written record, in case someone is not able to come back when the actual hearing occurs. So I'm speaking today not as an individual, but on behalf of the League of Women Voters of Bellingham and Whatcom County. This statement was drafted by the League's co-presidents and members of the League's Advocacy Committee. The League of Women Voters of Bellingham and Whatcom County has long held the position that advisory bodies such as the Bellingham Planning Commission should be composed of a diverse membership which is representative of the community it serves. We recognize the pivotal importance of the composition of the Planning Commission in assuring that planning decisions serve the interests of all citizens. When the majority of the membership of this commission is composed of individuals with economic interests and/or experience in a particular area, it is unreasonable to expect that the recommendations they provide will fairly represent the interests of other segments of our society on a systematic basis. It also alters the perception of fairness. We believe it is the responsibility of our council to provide a framework for planning committee structure that will minimize the probability of unfair influence by any one segment of the population. In particular, because the real estate and development industry have a significant financial stake in land use recommendations, great care should be exercised to limit their influence on the Commission while simultaneously including their expertise. This industry should inform but not control the Planning Commission. Councilman Borneman's proposal is a necessary step toward ensuring that recommendations of the Planning Commission are consistently fair and unbiased now and in the future. It is in the best interest of our community. Therefore, we urge the City Council to adopt these amendments to the Bellingham Municipal Code 2.42 to alter the composition of the Planning Commission. Today, especially when trust in government is at an all-time low, the opportunity to make our local government more representative cannot and must not be dismissed. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. John, I see that I totally butchered your name now that I see it's you.
Thank you. Good evening, Mayor Linville and County Council members. I'm sorry, City Council members, but I came to talk about the County Council.
Take it back.
I request that you support Councilmember Borneman's ordinance to address the public perception of occupational bias and ensure balance on the Bellingham Planning Commission. I served 2 terms on the Whatcom County Planning Commission from 2005 to 2013, and during that time we were involved in extensive public hearings on proposals to increase land areas and densities available for development in Bellingham's urban fringe. As county planners, we had the opportunity to meet jointly with the Bellingham Planning Commission over the course of these hearings. I suggest it was the County Planning Commission that best represented the positions of a majority of Bellingham residents regarding environmental preservation and quality of life in neighborhoods, particularly as they related to containing urban sprawl, the Kaitak Larrabee Springs project, and overambitious land use proposals to the U Street urban growth area and the King Mountain urban growth area. County Planning Commission members are appointed by the majority vote of the Whatcom County Council. Yours is appointed by your mayor. I submit that should change. The citizens of Bellingham deserve more than adequate representation on this most important board that deals with land use, and the Bellingham City Council should take an active part in choosing that membership. Our membership included 9 individuals, and I'll give you their backgrounds. 1 apple farmer and businessman, 1 dairy farmer and businessman, 1 sociology professor at Western, 1 realtor, 1 attorney, 1 shellfish farmer and business owner, 1 business owner specializing in the restoration and development of downtown Bellingham buildings, 1 building contractor, and a marketing manager for a manufacturer of material handling equipment. Of these 9 planning commissioners, only 3 could be categorized as being employed directly in the local construction and real estate business. And I can tell you from personal experience that this Planning Commission was efficient, effective, and truly representative of the citizens of this diverse county. We earned a high degree of public trust and support, and I believe that it was our diverse background that supported that public trust. Therefore, I strongly urge you to pass Councilmember Borneman's ordinance and restore a balance that is now lacking on your Planning Commission. Thank you.
I'm Jean Hamilton. I sit on the board of the Seahome neighborhood. I'm rising in support of the ordinance that Councilman Borneman is putting forward. It's not because I have any complaint about the building community. I'm very thankful for their contribution to our city, but it looks unfair when you have people making decisions about zoning and other things that could benefit them in the business that they're in. It would be much more fair if we had a wider representation. And I think that's all I had to say.
Thank you, Jean. The second item was an ordinance of the City of Bellingham, Washington regarding Planning Commission membership, amending Section 2.42-020 of the Bellingham Municipal Code. We did a very healthy and lengthy discussion today on this amendment, and what we came to was deciding that we wanted to add some more context around it that is inclusionary and defines a little bit more what we're talking about in the roles and who we are also hoping to have on the commission. So Councilmember Hamel had a motion asking the staff. Oh, actually, Michael, that's right. I forgot. Michael stole Dan's motion. Yeah, I can't remember now. Michael moved that we direct staff to take Councilmember Hamel's language and bring forward changes for council to consider, and that motion was recommended unanimously. Our third item was the approval of city.
Call the vote.
Yeah, if I could, I think Michael's motion was to take Dan's language and variations of that and put it to the ordinance that I brought forward and work on that to bring back.
Yes, to add it to Terry's draft.
Yes.
To revise the draft.
Yes, Terry's draft.
To add to the draft.
Yeah, okay. And I was just repeating what is in our executive summary, so we will have to talk to Marie about making changes on that language then. Okay? Okay. Peter.
So just Peter Raffato, City Attorney's Office. Just for clarification, I think it would be good to be clear. Has the council voted to essentially take Dan's language and add it to the existing draft ordinance?
My motion was to indeed add that language to the proposed draft, but both Terry's original and that proposal would still, of course, come back for review and possible amendment.
We're not passing anything, we're just asking for revised language to come back. Correct? Okay. Okay. The third